Grind afternoon. I'm here in Hellfest, lovely sunny France. Our tent's been smashed to pieces already. We've been here for about 5 seconds with the lovely Pig Destroyer.
Hey,
as a barber,
how about that?
as a barbershop quartet today, as you can see. Now, guys,
yes.
You're quite hard to get hold of. We don't see a lot of stuff in the press about you. Don't see a lot of interviews. Why is that? Why do you shy away from the limelight so much?
Maybe people don't.
Why?
I mean, look at us.
Why would you want to see us?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we do our own thing. We try to do stuff as much as possible, but it's very difficult with home
we like
life.
to moonlight as evil grindcore people. You know, that's
From our day jobs, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. He works as a Zamboni operator for an ice house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I work in a tampon factory. It's a little embarrassing.
stay fresh.
I can't
Scott
say
works
it.
as a tampon.
I work as a tampon tester, which is difficult. Given.
They're called man ponds, I believe.
Man ponds,
You just
right.
stick it up there and people kick you in the ass.
Well, they're too absorbent sometimes, I think. So I get chafed.
All right, that's nasty.
We've got lives outside of the band, so we have to sort of juggle that with like playing shows and recording and writing and recording, and that all takes time. So our timelines are pretty long for actually writing and recording music.
Like if we want to do a new album, we got to set aside like a year to do a new
Essentially.
album, basically.
Yeah.
We don't see you in Europe a lot either, touring. You don't see a lot of shows and
Same
stuff.
type of thing with work and family.
Pretty much, yeah. It's
All about timing. When we get an offer and we get, you know, if we can do it, we try to do it, you know.
Yeah.
So what is it about Hellfest in particular that's made you kind of chuck away your old lives
Europe,
and
the band.
trek off to Europe the band? Is it the final countdown?
Yeah, so we want to play the final countdown.
Don't
we
get
want to
nearly
see
enough final countdown in the U.S.
So we want to play with Europe.
I just want to be able to brag to say I shared the stage with Europe, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel about Manowar?
Absolutely. I mean, we can't. I don't want to say their name because we learned that we're not supposed to say
way more
their
chest
name.
hair than they do, by
You
the
don't
way.
wanna-
Have you? Can we see some chest?
No, I have no. No, it's all about
Oh,
the guys.
I think it's all talk then, really.
It's all talk. It's
Yeah,
all
I
talk.
was
It's
going
all
to say, how can you have more chest hair than Manowar?
You cannot have genetically. You cannot have more chest hair than Manowar. That's a proven fact.
You're
It's not even an
talking shit
opinion.
on Manowar and they're gonna kick your fucking ass.
I know. I don't want to say their name.
You're
I
gonna
don't
kick
even want to
around
say their
fucking
name.
Motorcycles, dude.
For real, dude. I don't want to say that. Can we move on to the next subject, please? Because I don't want to talk about Manowar.
Are you aware of the French scene or any bands in the French scene?
My awareness.
We know Gojira.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, because I work audio production stuff, mastering and stuff, so I work with a good bit of French bands like Gorod and 4 question marks. I don't know how you say it over here. Every time I got an email, it's 4 question marks. But there's a lot of French bands that I've worked with that are really good. So.
Any you going to check out today at all?
Well, French bands or bands in general?
I was gonna check
Bands
out
in
I Need
general.
God, but you know that's kind of a moot point now, I guess.
That's why we're late. We were just checking out a little bit of I Hate God before the next interview.
Kailasa, we missed Soylent Green, which I really wanted to see.
What? Soylent Green already played too?
yeah, they're
God
good.
damn it!
Motley Crue, I'm really excited for.
Heaven and
actually.
Hell.
Heaven and Hell.
I have worn spandex especially. Just get that in on the camera.
Absolutely.
This is my Motley Crue love.
That's sweet. So you're going to be there for Motley Crue?
Right at the front, mate.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. So all those bands. There's a lot of bands we wanted to play with. I mean, that's not why we said yes to the fest. It was just a good opportunity for us to come play. So it's a bonus for us for Papa
Yeah,
Roach.
I love Papa Roach.
Yeah, big
Like
Papa
his
Roach
daughter
fan.
too, Daughter Roach.
Daughter Roach.
Oh man.
You gotta strike that. That's not cool at all.
Full quote, daughter
Can we
road.
start getting stupid now?
I just said Daughter Roach.
That's
kinda
pretty stupid.
Grindcore. It's kind of had its little resurgence in the press recently. There's been a lot of Grindcore histories. We've had one in our Terrorizer magazine. And with that, there's been a lot of arguments. Who's done what, who did what first, where the blast beat came from. In your humble opinion, who's the most influential band to Grindcore ever?
Probably Repulsion. I mean, I would think that Repulsion
Maybe
was...
Napalm Death.
Well,
Close.
Well, I'm, you know.
yeah, but I mean, to be quite honest, Repulsion, if you want to be technical, actually influenced Napalm Death. So I think that Repulsion is probably the most influential grindcore band. Napalm Death has been the most active and the longest.
And they have the biggest, you know, kind of
Fan
part
base.
of the spotlight too. You know, they're the godfathers of grind, whether they started or not.
Yeah.
You know.
The other thing that's been much talked about is where the politics have gone. You got kind of this period where you get to the early 90s and then kind of the porno stuff and the gore grind takes over and politics kind of gets shoved to the background. Why do you think that is?
It's kind of more of a symptom of grindcore hitting more of a mainstream, whereas when it started, it was kind of a mix between like crust punk, which was very political, and metal. So that seems like the crust punk kind of ethos has gone away a lot.
Politics bore the shit out of me. You know what I mean?
Too.
I mean, you know, it's interesting to watch the news and all that shit, but I mean, I don't want to write about it.
I don't think people really pay attention to it on a daily basis like they want to believe.
And it's kind of dated too, you know. I mean, you know, if I'd written a bunch of lyrics about Bush, you know, well, that wouldn't matter a whole lot now because, you know, he's history, you know.
So what is it about the porno and gore grind that fascinates you guys so much to have that many albums about it, that many releases, focused around the same? Is it the shit? I mean, the context.
Ferocity.
I think sheer speed and ferocity, just it's faster,
music,
faster, louder. You know, I mean, back when I was a kid, I watched Iron Maiden live or AC/DC live. That was like the loudest thing that I could imagine, the most exciting thing I ever saw. So I think grindcore done properly is the logical extension of that, evolution of that. So that's why I'm doing it.
Okay, what I'm trying to get at is more why the porno grind, why the gore? What fascinates you about that topic?
Oh.
I know you've said you're bored of politics,
It's just
but why?
offensive. It's, you know, if you're going to do extreme music, you don't want to write about kittens and unicorns shooting rainbows out of their horn.
Dude, that's a good idea.
We can do that.
That's all up to you, dude.
You know,
Hey, you know, unicorns, right on.
it's offensive. It's, you know, it's anti-music, it's anti-mainstream. So what
I think
porno and gore is not really.
Grindcore is contrarian by its very fabric, you know. So I think anything that is offensive lyrically would make a lot of sense.
So what are you guys up to? What are you doing with your lives? Are you going to give us a new album soon? What's going on with that?
Hopefully.
Are you writing, recording?
Well, we're building a studio. First off, we actually got kicked out of the place that we normally practice in. We've been practicing for 10 years, so we're actually now in the middle of actually building a studio, physically putting fucking soundproofing stuff up. And once that's done, hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll actually get down to writing and recording some new stuff.
So why did you get kicked out? Just out of interest?
The people who own the house that we practiced in got kind of sick of it. It was his parents.
After 10 years.
We practiced in his parents' house. That's what we did for 10 years. And they finally said, enough, you guys got to leave. So we're like, okay, fine, build it in our studio, our basement. So.
Are you going to come back and see us again? Are you going to come over to Europe and tour? When can you predict that happening?
Next year, next summer. We're not touring in the winter, ever. Not just here, anywhere, even in the States. No touring in the winter. Next year, spring, hopefully we'll do like a European tour of some kind.
And you're going to come to London, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. London's fucking great. Where do we play? Underground? London Underground? Or Garage? We played at the Garage? That was a great show. The Garage? The Garage. That was a great show. We had a great time. We played in the UK in 2004. It was fantastic. We just got to come back.
Nearing the end of our questioning now, but I just want to know, there was a rumour that you were bringing out all these splits with people. I don't know how true it is, but there's supposed to be like a series of splits.
Under the rug, yeah. That was, seemed like a good idea at the time, and then it kind of.
We come up with ideas faster than we can record for them. So, you know, it's like I said, it's a timing thing. Like, you know, we got to get some songs written, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with them.
Because one of them was going to be with Blood Duster, I heard, in the wings. Is that going to happen at all? Because that would be awesome.
We've been talking about that, and that may very well happen. We just got to talk to Blood Duster about that, and if it works out that we can actually come up with material, we'll definitely do it, because we love Blood Duster. I mean, they were one of the bands that we've loved forever. So yeah, hopefully. But right now, what's setting more stone is Rotten Sound and Coffins, 2 splits with those guys, and then hopefully Blood Duster would be next if they are interested.
If there was an artist in the entire world that you could share a split album with and record together with, who would it be?
Slayer.
Well, Voivod.
Michael Bolton.
Man, I think I'll have to go with Slayer on that one too. Maybe Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
So Slayer, Iron Maiden, Michael Bolton, if you're listening, these guys want to record a split with you.
I celebrate his entire catalog.
You look like a Bolton fan, I have to say.
He's totally a Bolton fan, totally.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for speaking to us here.
Thank you.
Let's get a round of high fives. Yeah, that's how we end all our interviews. Woo! And that's all.